Yes! Thank God.
Save.
It's over.
So that's overall 107 and 9, so 116. So you actually got...
It's definitely below odds, but it just feels so bad. No!
And you said that Hitmonchan is also like a 1%?
No, Hitmonchan is definitely like a 10%.
Oh, sick.
My brain is fried.
I forget, do we have all legendary birds?
No, Moltres is in a Victory Road.
Oh, okay.
So as of right now, only 4 Pokemon left to catch.
That's so... Why do they do Zapdos so dirty? Moltres gets to be in freaking Victory Road, all cool.
I don't know.
Articuno gets to be at that really hard... what's that place called again?
Alright, so the easiest spot for Hitmonchan is definitely first floor, so I'm just going to grind this out.
Okay.
Zapdos is in the power plant. I think Zapdos is fine because it's given, like, a unique area. I mean, I guess it's kind of out of the way, but, I don't know. Oh, cool. That was pretty nice.
Who would you say would be the leader of the 3 legendary birds? It's got to be Moltres, right?
I don't know. I feel as if Zapdos is always given like the best treatment.
You think so?
But there is a fight in the anime, Charizard versus Moltres, which is pretty cool.
Wait, what? Ash?
I forget. It's way later. It's not in like the original series.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, they literally fight her legendary. That's crazy.
Might be in one of the movies.
He woke up. Sorry, I didn't know if you saw.
I'm seething. Wow. One turn wake up.
Z. Thank you.
Let's go on the ball. Stupid idiot. It is a 2 wobble, so it's definitely not guaranteed or anything. But...
This is
oh man, the Moltres farm is yeah, we got it. The Moltres farm is gonna be so annoying. It not only does it have Drill Peck, but it also has fire moves. Parasect is gonna die to anything.
So what? Now it's just wait. Do you want to give the things to Eevee? Oh no, wait, we can't.
Yeah,
right.
We'll do that when we get to the Elite Four. But we can just do Victory Road without having to do an encounters.
Oh, so anyway,
and this Victory Road is not, compared to some of the later ones, this one's not that bad.
The counting thing I was talking about, it's stupid, but I find it very funny. So when we play flag football, we don't have a defensive line, so we don't have people rushing the quarterback. So obviously, we have to have like some sort of timer on how long the quarterback can throw the ball, or else they would just run around for forever till we get tired. So a person on defense usually has to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and on 0 they have to throw it. And we found a really cool thing that the quarterbacks can wear this little Bluetooth speaker, and it's connected to one guy's phone, so he presses play. When you say hike, you press play on it.
Oh, poison. That's weird.
So they press play on it, and then on the speaker will go 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's really cool because sometimes we as the defense would forget to count down, and also it's really hard to run and like guard someone while also counting down. It's just something that's like as you're running, as you're running, you tend to.
Oh, it outsped me. Thank God it's stupid. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was thinking as you're counting, you tend to count fast. So, like I said, we have this cool Bluetooth speaker that like it'll press it. So the first week, the one Nate, obviously you know Nate, recorded himself counting down. And if anyone's ever met Nate, he has a very monotone voice. Like, even when he's excited, he's like, wow, I'm really excited. So when he recorded it, dude, I laughed literally every time. It was like, 4, 3, 2. And I'm laughing now. He was so monotone that it, like, I was just losing my mind. And he was like, because it was just a test to see if it would work, to see if he had to return it or whatever. And it did work. So this week he got an AI-generated voice of the announcer from SpongeBob to be the voice. So it's 4, 3, 2.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, because he was like, who do you? Because it's a little hard to, you know, you can't just do like any voice. So I was like, can you please do Hank Hill? But he couldn't find a good enough like AI generation of it being like 4, 3, you know. And I have a feeling if that happened, we would just laugh the whole time as well. But yeah, for right now, it's the announcer voice of SpongeBob, and honestly, it does sound like him, like the guy who goes announcing the Krabby Patty. So it worked pretty well today, and I did laugh, but I wasn't laughing my butt off like I did just hearing Nate in his monotone voice go 4. And also he was recording it at like, because he works night shift, he was recording at like 3 a.m. At his house, trying to like be quiet to not waking him up. So he was being especially quiet. So he was like 4, 3, and I was like, dude, you got, I'm gonna lose it. But yeah, simple problems require simple solutions.
Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight.
Simple and clean. No.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Is that actually what he says in the thing?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like they altered any of the NPC dialogue.
Yeah. Pretty based.
Scared. Rhydon is really good against certain matchups, but just the weakest against other ones. Don't paralyze me. Okay.
Ba ba da ba 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 ba.
Bow, 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 bow. Oh, Pinsir, why do you suck so bad?
Yeah, he looks like he should be strong.
I think he has a really high attack stat, but it literally does not matter, because Bug is an atrocious type. The one on the left is a rare candy, I don't need it. Oh, also, I forgot to mention this, but I gave everyone PP ups to all their items, I just cloned it with Missing Now. So that's why everyone has maxed out PP and all their stuff.
I mean, that's fair. It's just one of those things where you would just have to go to the Poke Center more often,
yeah.
And it's like, whatever. Hi, cool trainer.
I get that cedar out of my face.
Whenever I see a female gym trainer, I'm just like, London!
Especially the one, all the cool trainers have whips.
London! London, London! If anyone is like, please explain that, no. It's not even bad, it's just like...
It's like too much effort.
It just takes too much effort to explain it. Like, there's this thing that Ferris has been saying, it's just 6'7". They go,
no.
Apparently it's an internet thing, and they just go, 6'7". And I thought it meant somebody was physically 6 foot 7 feet tall, like it was a sport thing. But apparently 6'7" in like certain lingo just means like go away. Like it's like the name of like a street or something like that.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Zoomer or alphas, I guess.
I guess Gen Alphas. But I was like, okay. But like Ferris says it all the time, and then one of the guys at Flag Football today said it, and I was like, please, because I asked Ferris, I was like, what does that mean? And he was like, oh, I don't know. and then the guy today at Flag Football, he said it. I was like, dude, please tell me what that means. I have no idea. And how do you even search it up? How do you Google 6'7" saying? And
6'7" alpha meme.
And he was like, oh, I don't know either. But then one of the other guys was like, oh, I think it means like go home because it's like a street name or something like that. And I was like, good enough for me, whatever. At least it's not like something that's bad that Ferris would be like saying, you know, because who knows. But yeah, 6'7". Because that's what kids do. They just find something and they say it over and over again. I mean, they're literally Millhouse as a meme is every kid. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. Wow. Yeah, Slowbro wakes up in one turn.
You piece of crap. You woke up in one turn 2 times in a row.
He's the second most... Besides Snorlax, I would say he would be the most common Pokemon to want to sleep, right? Yeah. So it's like, bro.
Thanks for missing your Hyper Beam.
What the crap was that? I've never seen that.
Tri-Attack.
Tri-Attack?
Tri-Attack's really annoying because it can give one of the 3 status ailments. It can freeze you. And in Gen 1, freeze is basically a KO because you can never unthaw in Gen 1 unless you're struck by a fire move, which why would you?
Wow.
So that's another reason why...
Can you call your Pokemon back?
Yeah, but why would you? I mean, freeze is basically a death, so you just keep it in and just have it die. Unless the opponent is, like, setting up because of it. That's a...
Like if they were using, like, Sword Dance a bunch of times or whatever.
Then you want to deal with it immediately, but... If you just switch in the middle of battle, you're giving the opponent even more advantage because they're gonna get a free... Ooh, look. Do you see it?
Ow.
On top right?
Articuno Jinx. Nidorino Beedrill.
Something, chancy
Haunter,
Pokemon.
something chancy Pokemon.
Do you know what the first Pokemon in the Pokemon rap is?
No.
That's a good trivia question.
That is a good one.
It's Electrode.
Electrode, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey. I just didn't know what the first part of it was, you know?
Something, Pidgey.
It was through 5 parts, right? Because they would play... There were episodes Monday through Friday, and they would start the Poke Rap Monday, and it would end on Friday. I'm pretty sure that's how it was.
Based. Die. Okay. At least it didn't use Spore.
I miss when I would come home from school, and there would be a new episode of DBZ, because there were like 4,600 episodes of DBZ.
Man, Toonami DBZ, I have way more memories of that than... I mean, I really like the Pokemon anime. But DBZ Toonami, man, that was so kino.
I actually, because I got home from school, like, kind of late, because our bus was... we lived far away from school, and, like, the bus ride was, like, 45 minutes. I would have to, like, run my butt up our lane to get... I forget if it started at 4 or whatever, to get to it, DBZ in time. And that was during the Frieza saga, which... People usually consider that to be the best saga, right?
It's definitely most iconic.
That or maybe the Vegeta saga.
I really like the Namek saga. I can kind of take it or leave it for the Goku versus Frieza fight. Because it just goes on for so long. Yeah. But I really like the Namek saga before Goku's there, because the cat and mouse game and the dynamics of, like, Vegeta's like a loose cannon, and... he's sort of like the enemy is your ally, but he's also not, because he will kill Krillin and Gohan if they meet him. And at the end, when they trick... one of my favorite scenes in the entire show, and the manga, is when Vegeta figures out that he was being played by Gohan and Krillin, and, like, he erupts from the water from
Dude, he freaks out.
And he is so mad, and he is just screaming, he is livid. I remember that as a kid, just, like, sending shivers down my spine. I was like, oh my god, it's so over. It's such a good scene.
It's so over. Is Ginyu Force count as the Namek Saga?
Yeah.
They're also based.
And I really like, as kind of cheap as the mechanic is, I like the Zenkai boost where Saiyans, like, when they're in a very precarious state, like almost to death, and then they get healed, they get a lot stronger. And, like, Vegeta, because Vegeta is actually super smart in the beginning of the show, and he's using that to his advantage, and he's, like, getting Zenkai boost to, like, slowly get stronger and take out, like, a couple of the Ginyu Force, or some of the Frieza troops. But then it becomes, like, hopeless because of some other circumstances, and Ginyu is just so much stronger than him. So it's just a cool dynamic. I really like how the beginning of the Namek Saga starts.
My favorite
part of the show is all the way from the 23rd Tenkaichi, which is the Piccolo Jr. Tournament, all the way up to Namek. I think that's peak Dragon Ball.
That's fair.
And as much as I like his android and stuff, like, it definitely feels a lot more haphazard in terms of just things happening. And especially, like, Vegeta, just, like, his character gets assassinated. Like, he goes from so smart to, like, just the biggest moron.
Doesn't he have Krillin, like, shoot him in the stomach?
Yeah, for a Zenkai boost. And then he wants Dende to heal him, but then Dende hesitates and then he gets really, like, close to death. Well, that was a good moment, because he understands what's going on. But then, as soon as the android saga starts, he's just, like, a prideful moron. It's like, what happened to you, bro?
There's a lot of, if you were like, alright,
Don't paralyze me.
If you were like, what's the singular best moment in DBZ? There's a lot of really good ones. There's, when Goku, when Gohan is one-arming Kamehameha Cell, and Goku's behind him as, like, a spirit. I mean, that's so cool.
That's a really good moment. My favorite moment is the Vegeta Gallic Gun shooting down at the Earth at Goku, and then Goku is doing, like, Kamehameha times whatever, Kamehameha, blocking, just the framing of that, oh crap, am I dead? Okay, good. The framing of that is really cool. It's such a cool moment, and, like, it's not, like, super ridiculously power level scaling yet, but it's just, like, Goku's the only one between the Earth's destruction and Vegeta's just, like, insaneness. And especially in the manga, like, the paneling in that is just so good.
My favorite moment is from the most base character, and I think it probably happened only a couple episodes before, and it's when Yajirobe cuts off Vegeta's tail.
Yeah, that's one of the most unexpected things. Especially, like, at that point, you just figure that all the Z fighters, except for Goku, are worthless.
I mean, literally everyone was just getting buried.
Yeah, and especially Yajirobe's, like, a big coward. It's like, what could he possibly do? Honestly, you just forget he even exists. He's so irrelevant. But that's, like, perfect. Like, the way that Toriyama did that, that's such a good
I like stuff like that. That's what sports is great for. Because, you know, Trevor was asking me earlier, who's the GOAT, LeBron or Michael Jordan? But, I mean, the truth of the matter is, like, even when you look at Michael Jordan's teams, like, he had, you probably heard of Scottie Pippen. He's, like, one of the best 50 players of all time. And he was on the same team as Michael Jordan and a bunch of other players. And, like, LeBron has had a lot of other good players. And one of my favorite things in sports is when someone you, like, don't expect to be the hero is suddenly the hero. And it's really cool. You know, a lot of times, yeah, it is your Tom Brady or your whatever, but a lot of times, you know, in 28-3, the Pats Super Bowl where they came back from the Falcons, Tom Brady was awesome, but the player who should have won MVP was running back James White. And I bet a lot of non-football fans, like, literally never heard of James White. And, like, that kind of stuff is just really, really, really cool.
The NBA has kind of been slowly on my mind, because I watched a video about how a YouTuber thought that the, like, 2001 Shaq was the most dominant player of all time, and it was a pretty interesting video.
Did he mention Wilt Chamberlain at all?
I don't know. Probably not. I am not a guru on NBA.
So,
I don't remember that, though.
Wilt Chamberlain's the guy who famously scored 100 points in a game in, like, the 1960s. Now, and he was a center like Shaq, so he was very tall and big. Now, if Shaq and Wilt Chamberlain were the same age at the same time, Shaq would have bodied Wilt Chamberlain. Because Shaq is just, like, an absolute freak of nature for his size.
He is
and
so
speed
gigantic.
Whatever. However,
I love that image of him drinking a water bottle, and it looks like he's drinking, like, a baby bottle compared to, like, anyone.
However, Wilt Chamberlain was that to everyone else in the NBA when he played in the 60s and 70s. He was so dominant that they had to institute a bunch of new rules to stop him from being so dominant.
Yeah, that sounds like more of probably the actual most dominant player. I guess more for, like, modern NBA history.
But to be fair, it's like he played with a bunch of people who were, like, you know, at the time, a lot of them had, like, other jobs, and they didn't, like, practice 24/7 and weight train and all that kind of stuff. So It would be like saying Babe Ruth was the most dominant baseball player of all time. Like, Babe Ruth nowadays would get Shrek'd because he was just, like, a very, very talented, like, fat dude. But at the time, he was just unbelievably,
I hate body slam.
Unbelievably talented. There was just a game that just finished before we started.
Oh, come on.
It was
Oops,
the
whatever.
Denver Broncos versus the Indianapolis Colts. And the Colts were down 2, and they took a field goal attempt with 2 seconds left, and they missed it badly. So it should have been game over. But the Broncos committed a penalty, a bad penalty, a really stupid penalty. And the Colts got another chance, and then they made it and won. And my God, if I was the quarterback of the Broncos and my team lost that way, I would be seething so much.
Yeah.
And especially since like the score was like high. It was like, I think it ended up being like 30-28 or something like that. So like, he did everything he could. Man, I'd be so mad. Save! Who said that?
Yep. It's pretty much just gotta hope that it doesn't use any of its attacking moves in the first turn.
Are you gonna try to get its HP down?
Yeah. And once I get it to sleep,
So dead.
the most dead human alive.
Got you!
I just need to get it to sleep once, and then if I Swords Dance a couple times, I'm probably going to be faster, and then the battle's over. Probably still dead. Yeah, that's ×4 weaknesses for you. Okay, don't use that stuff. I think even if you use Fire Spin, I'll probably be fine. Okay, that's fine. Well, it does mean that I'm never gonna outspeed this thing. Okay, I'm gonna spam Spore now. Yep. 200 billion IQ play. Alright, how much is this gonna take? That's pretty good. I'm just gonna use it twice. It doesn't matter for crits because crits ignore my sword dances. Okay, that's good. I'm just gonna spam Spore now. That's fine. Of course I get max Spore. Oh, did I go first? Well, I wasn't paying attention. Alright, get in the ball. One ball. One ball.
Remind me again, Ultra Ball is better against legendaries?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it has a really low catch rate, and the catching formula...
What?!
Wow, 2 balls.
Wow!
Thank you, dog.
Articuno and Zapdos were so much harder.
Yeah.
You just got lucky.
That was just pure luck. As a Flaps is...
Hey! 6-7!
Ooh. Even Light Sky will turn red. That's pretty, that's a pretty hardcore, Pokedex entry. See ya. Alright. Cool. What? I have to reapply... Repel. Okay, Repel. What should I have out? Let's try to get... Ooh, everyone's pretty evenly leveled. I guess Pharaoh. We're definitely getting to the point where Pharaoh is starting to, he's not dead weight, but he's definitely lagging behind the other guys. Pharaoh does not have a high base stat total.
Is this a cool trait? Whoa.
They're all cool trainers. Okay, that's fine.
Heb, baby.
Unless he uses Sing.
What,
That's fine.
This is the most important question I'm ever gonna ask.
Don't parallel there.
If, Beavis and Butthead had a Pokemon team, what would be their, like, starting Pokemon? Like, what's a Pokemon that's dumb that dumb people would use?
Don't you think you would get, like, Babe Pokemon? like low punny is that like bipedal like bunny like girl Pokemon.
Wait, what's it called? I'm looking it up.
Low punny.
Low punny.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would have like Beavis Butthead would have it would have low punny and Gardevoir and be like, whoa.
And they'd be like, Gardevoir. Oh, I've seen this Pokemon before.
Gardevoir is like one of the most popular Pokemon because it's a Waifumon.
That makes sense.
I'm trying to think of other Waifumons.
53107.
Funny thing about Gardevoir is that it can be male. In fact, you have to have like a male.
There's a waifumon.com.
Of course there is. People are so weird about Pokemon. What's that? I think that's Explosion TM. I don't care. Who cares? None of my Pokemon can use Explosion.
Interesting.
What? Stop critting me. You're not
Why did I
fast.
Google this?
Why?
It's just like DeviantArt level, like
Oh yeah.
I like Pokemon. I guess you're right. They would just have chicks. Whoa.
Trying to think of, is there like some like dumb like metal or like music based Pokemon?
They would also think like really like
Okay.
They would think really stuff like that would be like cool, you know. I feel like they would think something like
There's a Pokemon in Gen 9 that looks kind of like a car that looks like a kind of cheap, ugly, gaudy car. They would definitely have that. I don't remember what it's called at all though.
Yeah. Do you speaking for the last thing of Beavis and Butthead, do you remember before it was rebirthed like 3 times? Do you remember what the final episode of Beavis and Butthead was for like years until they brought it back?
Was it that movie?
No. It probably, I would put this in like top 10 best final episodes ever. It's called Beavis and Butthead Are Dead. It's
Oh yeah. I thought that was the movie.
Oh, no. Yeah. But for those out there that are still listening, it's literally, I mean, it's Beavis and Butthead, so it's the dumbest crap ever. It's the dumbest thing ever. They should be at school, and they skip school. And I think the hippie teacher calls up and is like, hey, I've noticed Beavis and Butthead haven't been at school in a while. And Butthead doesn't even try to change his voice. He goes, Beavis and Butthead are dead. And like, the hippie teacher's like, oh no, oh my god, oh no, and takes it like 100% serious. So they like start holding like vigils.
Yeah, I remember that.
For Beavis and Butthead, and obviously Beavis and Butthead, like if you knew Beavis and Butthead in real life, you would be like, I hate these people so much, right? Like they just suck. So like it's an excuse to have all the characters like back and like commenting like, well, I don't